I got dreads like I'm from the islands.
Gotta take it back a little bit on this one.
I just met a bad light skin bitch on high.
Platinum in my Mazda back in the day.
Pussy
That joint is color.
Pushing ain't the label, we the trend.
I can't cut it off. Tyler killed it.
She was just with it. That's your bitch tonight, nigga. Don't kiss her. She drink Pinnacle. I only smoke kush. Niggas still on the front. Metal red bone in bikini bottoms.
Here for the West, bro.
Like Rihanna. Say she from the ice.
We take a trip.
He killed that verse. This song with platinum in my car. I don't care what nobody say that. Islands,
bro.
How he just come in? Oh, dollar sign, dollar. I got dreads from the islands.
It's a hit. Just walk away because it's a hit. Don't even worry about it.
And the people don't even know. Like some of the newer listeners, younger listeners, you had to download that. That was a live mixtape download. That wasn't no album. That was on a mixtape. That's different. It's different. Oh, it is different, bro. That's back. That's what Streets on Lock. That Streets on Lock? No, that's why.
It's a Streets on Lock.
It was a Streets on Lock because Rich the Kid had some songs on there. You could Trap was on there. That was good. That was a good mix. That was a mixtape run. They had a run.
Flipper might have been on that joint too.
No. Oh, How Fast was on that joint?
Yeah, you got it.
You had Flipper on that joint. Shoot, you had Guapo on that joint. You know.
Had a roster, boy. Had a roster.
Them boys were different, bro. Them boys.
But real quick, like I'm just saying, bro. Like we don't speak enough about what Ty Dolla did back then, bro. Like not even just on hooks. I know I guess in our era we try to give him that Nate Dogg dub, that Nate Dogg title. You know what I'm saying? Just like the king of the hooks and coming from the West. But I'm talking about from like the Beach House series, pre-TC, Campaign is a low-key album. Like, boy was on a run. Like, between like, I don't even know, bro. I'm probably like 2012. I don't know. My dates are mixed up.
But oh, that's a little That can't be your girl.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What?
I'm gonna say at least 2013. 2013 to about 2018, about 5 years, bro. Easy.
But like the thing why people like other people don't really remember him because he got so quiet. He went away for a while. I know he was fighting, you know what I'm saying, fighting some stuff, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Out here fighting, you know, fighting the fight.
You know what I'm saying? He was fighting the fight, and he wasn't.
It was a lot on this album. I ain't gonna lie, because they did this man dirty. I don't care what nobody says.
Man, boy, he just skipping a foot. That boy
like, QC, my man made the dab popular. Migos took that jank and then they dropped my man from the label. That's crazy.
That is wild. That is wild.
Like he was the one that found it was on QC. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't even gonna get started. It was a different time. A lot of people went platinum in my car that people probably don't even listen to that much.
Hey, here's another argument. I'm gonna give you a counter argument. There's people that went platinum in your whip that probably should never go platinum.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
There's also a reason why they probably.
But no, I can't even say that because like some of the ones that went platinum, we look back on it and they slapped. Long way still go platinum in my car.
You're welcome. We ain't gotta get into it here, but you're welcome.
Who?
You're welcome. Do your history. Do your math.
No. No, I was back on long way. Like, yo, see, we about to go to another pod. We about to go something different because I was in that mud back when it was like, who are you? Who are you? You see, that's what.
It's ain't a rap pod.
I was back with Blue and M, the first one, not the second one.
Again, you're welcome. hey, listeners, stay tuned because you might drop a mixtape pod in a second.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to make up because I tried to tell you a long time ago.
Oh, here we go.
After I heard Racks on Racks, I went and looked up music, and then I found old mixtapes.
Here we go.
And I tried to tell you, then Magic dropped. This is before Magic even got popular, before T.I. got on and everything. This is back True Story Magic.
Yeah, it was just a single.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way around it. You know, Tony Montana out back them days, right? We're gonna get into sports real quick, but I gotta say this though. So whole summer, I'm back home in North Carolina, like, hey yo, this man, Future different. You know, and he cool, whatnot. Because everybody was Rick Ross was doing his run. Conceptual Dons came out.
Yeah, the summer was over.
So you had MC Hammer, you know, you had that album was hitting, you know, I get that. Travis Porter was still out here doing their thing, and Flocka was still out here dropping, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro,
I think that was like Music Money and Magnums was coming out.
I was trying to tell you about Future, and I tried to tell you about K Camp. I tried to get you on K Camp early with Kiss 1 and Kiss 2. Early. I said early. Then Money Baby came out and it was over then. It was over then.
I give you Future.
You're not gonna give me K Camp too?
I don't know.
And I showed y'all and I put y'all on the June, so it is what it is, bro.
All right, here we go. Come on, let's get this started.
I'll put all y'all on the June. All right. So it is what it is. Let's start off real quick. First things first, what's all been going on? Really, the sports that's been happening, you know, NBA playoffs, conference finals, starting to wrap up. OKC the night before.
Yeah.
Excuse me, on Wednesday, belt the ass on on the Timberwolves. I think at one point it was like 23-9, something to 9. It was bad.
It was ugly, bro.
Horrible, man. It was so bad. So go ahead.
Real quick, I was out to eat with my old lady. I was out to eat with my old lady. Shout out to my girl Tiff. But we was out to eat, bro. First quarter, we ain't even talking about maybe 2 or 3 minutes into the game. I saw my man catch a lob. Straight punched it. You know what I'm saying? Probably jumped over somebody to catch an alley-oop. I was like, yeah, this game's over. They ain't come out to play. The gas is out the tank. They ain't ready. That was all the it was nothing to watch after that. I was like, oh yeah, I already know what's about to happen here. It's game 5. Let's go ahead and tuck it in. And they did.
Yeah.
And they did. They did not let me down. All I had to do was go back for confirmation. It was like the "is you dead" kick. That's all I did. Check the ESPN that day.
It was the biggest thing with the hold on, I'm messing with some stuff over here. Take that off. The biggest thing that I knew they were gonna lose the game. When they played probably the best the bench could have played in game 4 and they lost, I knew they was gonna lose. Now, did I know they was gonna lose like that? No. But you kind of like sometimes when you already know you fight an uphill battle and you get punched in the mouth right out the gate, it kind of just took the winds out they sail. Them boys just going through the motions, ready to go Cancun on 3. You know what I'm saying? I will say, I don't know if it was coaching or how they played. I don't think Minnesota, I don't know why Minnesota never switched nothing up. Like, Coach Julius Randle didn't play that well at all in this tournament, in this conference finals. He didn't play that well at all. Ant-Man, he just didn't shoot well this series. I mean, that's really all I can say. He didn't shoot well. But they never switched none up. They kept leaving Rudy out there. They never tried to say, okay, let's go play Randall at the 5, play a small lineup. Because or let's play Nas at the 5 more. They kept Rudy out there. And I'm sorry, but if Rudy Gobert ain't gonna score no points, he can't be out there just getting 5 rebounds or 6 rebounds. 7 foot something tall, 7 foot 2 tall.
And
I need you.
Go ahead. And I'm about to say, and not contributed from the strike too when he does go to the line.
Exactly. So if he not getting you 10 to 15 rebounds a game, where are we? What are we saying? You know what I'm saying? Why is he out there? Because they were switching on screens and leaving him out there against Shea and other guards. That's not fair to him. Should never did that. I don't know what their defensive strategy was. And on offense, they never really worked hard to get Dort off of Ant-Man. Set good screens, run them off of more screens. They kind of kept the ball in Ant-Man's hand and say, okay, they double, you just make the right basketball play. That's cool and all, but you need your main man to score. I need Ant-Man to score. I don't need Ant-Man passing the ball to Walker Alexander or Jaden McDaniels or Mike Conley all the time. I need you to go to the basket, and that's what we pay you for, to make buckets. Yes, is it technically the right basketball play? Them to get doubled and passed? Yes. But that's not he a superstar, man. I need stars to step up. Sometimes, in football, you throw it to the wide receiver that's double because, hey, big time, it's time.
Yeah,
it's game time.
Yeah. Now, I would just say to that point, I don't know, man. I kind of give him some grace, too. You know what I'm saying? I think, Ant probably still, I don't think he's over 25 yet, is he?
But he might have just turned 25.
Right, just 25. Anyway,
he's 23. He's 23, I think.
Oh, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be back, but even then, I still give him some grace, too.
Really?
I give some grace, but here's my point, too. Because the strategy was specific. I don't think they ever gave Ant, a step or two, protecting him as far as his defense gave him, a step off. They was always in close parameter to him. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of mixy how you say it, but, they was always, on ball defense. You know what I'm saying? So if he's always getting pressure, you know what I'm saying, not even off the dribble, but he's just getting pressure point blank, they're always sending bodies at his way. Again, to your point, it is the smart play to throw it to Jaden McDaniels or swing the rock to Conley. They also wasn't hitting their shots neither. Now, does that take away from the fact, in game 4, that you coming back from the halftime in the third quarter with only 4 points? No, does that take away from that? Absolutely not. We still expect you to be superstar Ant-Man, but at the other point, I need my Robins or if it ain't gonna be Julius Randle, I need my crew of Robins to show up too.
I think Julius Randle doesn't. He plays one way, and I think sometimes it doesn't lean well when he can be defended a certain way. They was doubling him, he was turning the ball over. He couldn't really play a different style of basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was one thing I think needs to be said. While we kind of kicking the Wolves back in, is that OKC played. They probably the most impressive. Their offensive point total is impressive, but more impressive is their defense. They got more steals than turnovers, bro. They are an aggressive defensive team. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take that away from. So those turnovers from Randall, from Ant-Man, from Conley, even Chet, chipping in when they get close to the rim with blocks and stuff like that. They are a very sound defensive team. Can't take that away from the Thunder. Won't do it. But Austin,
they did play good. They was playing really good defense. They did play really good defense.
So also, but at that point, we're in the finals, buddy. We are in the finals, or Western Conference Finals, excuse me. It's time to show up. I also think that your boy Randall was gassed because of because how much output he gave in that Nuggets series. Excuse me, not Nuggets series. Golden State series. So
that was like 2 series ago, though.
okay, who's after the Warriors?
It was the Nuggets.
They didn't
Nuggets
play.
played. They played the Nuggets. No,
That's what I'm saying.
they played the Warriors. You're right. They did play the Warriors. You're right. You're right.
All right, little Pops love, but nonetheless, like his output the series before was up to the point where it was like, damn, Randall balling. We was just up here a few pods ago, giving him his kudos. Like, damn, Randall really showing up. But then we get to this series, bro. It's like, shit, what happened?
Yeah.
But I think your boy was just gassed. They was getting hounded on the offensive side of the ball. Go ahead.
And like you said, OKC, just the pressure, and they ran. They was running, steal the ball. They was always taking off, play the fast. They wanted to play fast, not let the Timberwolves set up their defense or nothing like that. And like after watching them, like you said, they was very impressive. And we're gonna speak about the other series that's still going on. I think OKC is a bad matchup for both teams. For both teams on the East. I think Indiana wants to run, OKC can run, and they can run with taller players.
Mm-hmm.
I think if New York somehow pulls it out, they don't want to run. They don't play as many players. They don't want to run. They want to slow it down. But OKC is going to basically do what they did to the Timberwolves, because like the Knicks don't have the same type of defenders the Timberwolves have. So I think OKC is a bad matchup for both squads.
Yeah.
Like both squads. I think this like if the Timberwolves was gonna get them their toughest matchup, I really see the finals OKC winning in 5, but it's a finals, so people might play better. But I really see them like kind of gentlemen sweeping this, because I don't think Indiana has enough star power and they want to run. OKC don't mind running, and they got Shea and they got Jalen Williams, who's playing out of his mind right now. And the Knicks, if the Knicks do pull it off, if they do happen to come back and win 3 games in a row, bro, they're gonna be gassed. They're not gonna have anything left. They already look tired. They're not gonna have much more left. So, but speaking of that next series, last night the Knicks did their thing, won, got the 3-2. I still think the series is over. I think the difference between the Timberwolves and the Knicks played at home, Timberwolves on the road. I think Saturday, the Pacers get them out of here pretty quick. I think they shot their last gun. That's all they had left. And this New York Knicks team, it showed that they got talent, but they have some glaring holes too. Like Karl Anthony Towns, your 2 best scorers are probably your 2 worst defenders. And how do you play them both at the same time? Like if you watch the game, and then the game, Brunson or Towns is sitting on the bench just a little bit longer into the game. They got Deuce McBride out there with Hart, because you got Hart, Bridges, and Anunoby are your 2 best defenders. Hart can defend above his weight class. You all seen that. But Towns is 7 foot, and that man just makes dumb fouls. I don't know why. He gets in foul trouble doing stupid stuff. And how do you, when it get a close game down the end of the stretch, you got 2 guys out there that is a liability. One guy that just 7 foot makes dumb fouls and doesn't play great defense. And then you got another guy who really, his size hinders him from playing the best of defense. But one guy is consistently giving you 30. The other guy is inconsistent. So, it's the 2 guys you're relying on for offense are probably your worst defenders. That's what's hurting them in this series. And it's something they got to check out in the off seasons after the season is over, because they need somebody. One of the 2 gotta be saying I'm gonna be a average defender next year.
Well, your boy loves it. I think one thing who you would prefer that defender to be in Cat, the boy loves to score too much. He loves the offensive side of the court too much to really lean into that. That's been the take since he was with the Wolves. It's like, bro, he loves to score too much. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of sub that out, get Randall, hoping that they can kind of pick up some of that defensive intensity and still get quality buckets. But here we are again, back with the Knicks. Is like, and I give him his just due. We got a double-double in Game 5, which which was beneficial in getting to Game 6. I feel the same way. Like we about to close this thing out here. Was it tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
We about to close this thing out tomorrow. So in the off season, do what you will. You know what I'm saying? See what additions you can make. But I feel just the same as you do. Whether it was the Knicks or the Pacers, not enough. It's not enough. Not enough. Thunder is hitting on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? You getting quality buckets from all 5.
Yeah.
And they got bench output. You know what I'm saying? So where you want to go to Williams, to Caruso, to Dort, like you know what I'm saying? Dort can pop out and get you 26.
And Wallace shoot 3.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the Pacers give them Pacers have a better shot. I think the Knicks have no chance. But I think the Pacers might can stretch it to 6 games, maybe. Just because they can get hot from 3 and they do play a lot of players, but I don't think running with OKC is the answer needed.
It should be.
They want to play fast.
Yeah, trying to match fire with fire. When somebody, especially with the Thunder, who's on like this, like a damn bull in a china shop type of run right now, they just hitting, like I said, on all cylinders. That wouldn't be the key. If anything, you want to like slow the pace. Again, they already gonna beat you because they got tall guys. Everybody in that team got length, so you ain't gonna bully them. But you want to match that with a different tempo, and I think again you won't be able to get into that rhythm, which we saw with the Wolves. They wasn't in the rhythm all series when they got down to the opposite side of the court. I don't think the Pacers will be able to do either. So we just gonna send bodies at you. Crowd your scores, whether that's Halliburton, what the helly, but we gonna crowd your shooters and make you beat us, bro. And that's make your superstar beaters. And that's just not the recipe, bro.
Not the recipe. So final shit. It's probably gonna be wrapped up Saturday, and the finals probably starting soon. I think the Pacers go and handle business. I just don't see the Knicks. I think the Knicks showed a good showing at home at Madison Square Garden, but now it's like, that's what we had. We showed up at home. We didn't lose it at home. Go to Indiana, it's probably over.
It's bedtime. It's time to put them to bed.
Hopefully it's a closer game and not no like blowout like.
Yeah,
because who you gonna call it got blown out last year by Denver. I mean not Denver, but Dallas. Dallas like man done been there twice. There's no guarantee he's gonna be there again. Hard to get back there. That's that Western Conference ain't no joke.
Ugly over there. It's ugly on that side.
That's a hard thing to. I mean, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, he'll be back."
I can't see that at 23. Like, bro, we didn't heard the last from Ant-Man. I can't take.
But what if they blow the team up? What if they say like, "Hey, Rudy ain't working out"? Julius Randle opted out. He had a player option. He opted out.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy might not be a guy. Other guys like Jaden McDaniels might, become a free agent down the road, and like I think he's a free agent in like a year or two. You might say, "Hey, I want to move on, maybe get a bigger role." It's hard to keep a team together, but for so long. See what happened to Denver. Denver won their championship, and that team probably about to get blown up for real.
Yeah, they just.
Yeah, so it's like you don't keep the same teams over and over, but we'll see. I hope he gets back there. I think Ant's good enough to do it, but gotta have the team too.
That's also what makes the Thunder, makes the Thunder a little bit different, right? Because they still got picks. They're young already, and they still got picks.
Yeah, so we'll see. Let's get to next. The WNBA, man, full effect season is bumping, going heavy, and I got some early hot takes for this season already. Way too early, probably wrong, but I don't care. All right. First one. I think that the Washington Mystics, the hometown squad, has probably the best rookie. They probably drafted the best rookie class off the rip. With Centron and Kiki and they already won more games this year than like they already like winning at a higher clip. Like you said, they got Kiki Airfin, like she averaging 14 points, almost 11 rebounds a game, and then Centron is all 15 points a game. That's their two first round picks. And they still got Miss Sykes averaging 22. She was the veteran, and Aaliyah Edwards just coming off an injury. She just getting back right. So I think the Mystics knocked it out the park with their picks. I mean, they first round picks are showing up and playing. I can't say that about a lot of other teams, but these picks are playing.
Much has been made about like some of the drama off court, but again, I like some of the rookie transition. Some of the rookies transition into the league. I think more so it's about sustainability. Like even Paige Buckets, she, some of her readiness has been questioned. We already seen the misses. Was the misses that took a hit on a rookie early on in the year as far as injuries go? Was the misses that rookie that got hurt like super early? I might have my T's mixed up.
I don't know. Yeah, but it has been a rookie that's been hurt. They got hurt early though.
Like season ending. I can't remember her name. God forgive me. But Scott's struggling. But they struggled out the gate 0 for 4. But I don't know. I think it's still a lot to be said. But on the low, keep an eye out. Scott Diggy. Scott, they out to like what, a 3-2 start right now?
They're doing pretty good out there in Seattle.
I'm saying? One of those rising teams right now. That's they getting it out, they making their buckets from the 3, getting to the free throw line, little run and gun, fast break game. Right. Sky got the girls up there pumping, bro.
Yeah,
look out for.
Sky's doing. So the Chicago Sky, this is a team that's really pissed me off this year, and not because of the players. I don't know what the coaches are trying to do. Like, you have Camila Cardosa. You used the last game and they won. But you haven't been using her, and they're trying to run Angel like a trailing point forward, where like she has the option to drive or dish. And I don't get what the Sky's game plan is. You got a 6'7" center that finally last night they got the ball to, and she had 28 points. You know what I'm saying? And they won. They won their first game of the season. So I can just deduct that when Camila Cardosa touches the ball, they win. And I get, okay, that team is not. If Angel is going to be the number one shot taker, they're going to have a long season. She's not a prolific offensive scorer. She is more of a defensive rebounds, get my buckets the hard way. I don't need a play ran for me because I'm going to get on the glass and get the ball.
Yeah.
They should be running that ball. Cardosa get deep position on the player, give her the ball, and she has a nice offensive bag where she can turn around and she makes them layups easy at 6'7". And then when they double, you kick it back out to Vandersloot and they knock down the 3. I don't know why that's so hard for them. I don't know why they just don't watch what Don did and play like that. You're trying to reinvent the wheel. Size matters in the basketball, especially in WNBA. You ain't got that many women that's 6'7". So you're making it harder than it has to be. But that's why they're losing, and it looks bad. It looks like they should never fired Witherspoon. I don't know why they didn't get Miss Carter down there in Mexico living the time of her life right now. She was the one scorer they had, and they didn't sign her back. I don't know what's going on with that. So, I don't know. My Sky, not. I'm still supporting. Still watching the games, but Like, they got to get Camilla involved, or it's going to be a long season. And then, real quick about Paige, people got to get a rookie some grace too. Like, Paige just finished winning the national championship and turned around
What was it,
in May and
later?
is playing.
Yeah.
Like, the national championship was just in March, dog. Like, it's 2 months ago. Like, she done played a lot of basketball. That's why rookies really be like having to catch their footing in the WNBA, because like it's a lot of basketball in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? They played the whole college season. Then you played won always the championship, won the championship, got drafted, the media whirlwind. Now we out here playing real games. And I think the dynamic of the guards, if that can't rectify themselves between Paige and Arika, somebody got to go. It ain't going to be Paige.
I was about to say, yeah. I love my girl Enriquez, but yeah, you know what we invest into. You know what this is, big dog.
And then and Paige is a willing passer though. Like, she can play the point.
Mm-hmm.
And Arika got to know when to not pound the ball and move the ball. And okay, it's time for me to get my shots. But if she can't figure that out, I don't know what I don't think the Wings can stand to keep her around, but for so much long, because it's not gonna help the team.
Yeah, I mean, and even if we're talking about the quick turnover for Paige, it hasn't even been doom and gloom. Like, she's still averaging damn near 15.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I think she's playing good.
Between her and your girl, I'm probably pronouncing her last name wrong, Citron off the Mystics. I think Citron leads in scoring right now, but she's still off to a hot start. Even if you don't make your hay in year one, again, to Ed's point, if you start looking, down the line, like, hey, who's gonna be the last man standing or last woman standing in this case? They rolling with Paige, bro. They rolling with Paige. Especially with, like you said, because she has that all around game and she fool around. You know what I'm saying? Get some awards by her name by the end of this rookie year. Oh yeah.
Last night the Sky beat them. That's the game I was watching. Arika played 30. Paige and Arika played the same amount of minutes, right? 36.
Mm-hmm.
Paige was 6 for 11, 1 for 2 from 3, 16 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Arika played the same 36 minutes, 14 for 25, 6 for 12, 37 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Like, that's a lot when you got other people on here that can score. Like, the big girl from Tierra that comes off the bench, she was helping them last year. She not really getting no touches. Nobody else is really getting touches. And I didn't think on this team, you lost to a Sky team that don't know what they want to do. But like 6 for 12, you shot 12 threes by yourself.
Hey man, we needed every last bit of those 37 points I got for us.
And they lost.
Yeah, but
but then this game, I for the Sky, like exactly what I'm talking. They won this game. Camilla, 9 for 13. Very efficient. Very efficient. 8 boards, 23 points off of 9 to 13 shooting. You know what I'm saying? Angel played about the same amount of minutes. She had 6 and 9 and 5. I'm saying, and she shot the ball 6 times, 2 or 6. Not very efficient, but the Sky confused me. Like, the Sky, that's how you win ball games. Camilla's going to be efficient. You don't have to give her the ball all the time, but you need to be taking at least 15 shots a game. Get her going. Then she played better defense. She rebound. And, you got to space it right. Her and Angel can't take up the same space. So either you going to play Angel at the high post, play Camilla in the low post, or you're going to separate them and you're not going to have them on the court at the same time. Which that would be stupid to me.
And it'll be spit right into the face of the whole game plan that you had when you drafted those two. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta figure it out. I think, again, you got a 6'7" girl on your team. don't turn simple math into trigonometry. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying.
Make it simple, bro. Make it simple.
That's all I'm saying. But
you got one more for WNBA?
nah, I'm good. You got something you want to talk about?
Yeah, real quick, last one. Aces are at the middle of the pack right now. They're 500.
They need some help.
I was about to say, is anybody, is it too soon to start? I'm about to say, do you think they start looking around yet? I mean, Kelsey Plum gone, dog.
They top five. They top players. Jackie, Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, Miss Wilson. That 4 can compete with anybody in the league. But that's it. That's all they got. They don't got no other scorer to come off the bench. That's why I don't know why they didn't keep Deja Kelly. I thought they was gonna keep her. Need somebody to score off the bench. They need another scorer. And they need a big that can score a little bit. Because they're not from the championship teams, they're missing. I can't think of her name. She went to Middle Tennessee State. The 6th man of the year, they missing her. She retired. I can't think of her name right now. God forgive me. But they need some help. They need some help bad, and I mean bad, because they can beat the teams that they can beat the Sparks, maybe. Yeah. They can beat the young people. Shout out to Atlanta though. Atlanta looking real. Lisa Gray killing them out there, but they can beat the young teams. But when you play in the Minnesota, Liberty, like the team, the Fever look when Caitlin get back. When you play a team like that, you need more than that 4. And that 4 is really good. Like when I say really good, I mean them are all stars. Them all stars right there. But what else you got?
I'm just pitching the idea. If you think in that locker room, they starting to again, Aj is still balling, still in MVP shape. Still, you know what I'm saying?
Jewel Lloyd balling. Chelsea Gray doing the 4 that's supposed to do their thing are doing their thing. They ain't got no help. Can't win a basketball game with 4 people.
But if I got my 4, so maybe it's a lineup thing. It's a lineup change. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go a whole season as an elite team with 4. You got to have at least 7. At least 7 reliable people. They only got 4 people they really can rely on.
Hey, y'all two go here. Y'all two go here. We mix and match. Maybe go 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the fouls are looking like. But make it work.
They need some help. And Kelsey Plum leaving, and the retirements that they had 2 players retire. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they need some help. They need some help.
It's very early, and it's 500. You know what I'm saying? Maybe right now they're in their Aaron Rodgers. They're in their RELAX. Relax. Maybe they feel like, hey, we got it. We got it. The season is still young. But also, I've seen the product. I've seen the product, and
it's tough. It's tough for them this year. It's tough. But let's go into the next one. OTAs.
Let's do it.
Have opened, and I still got the same question I had 2-3 pods ago. What the hell is Pittsburgh doing? What is Pittsburgh doing? I don't know. I don't know what Pittsburgh is doing. I don't know. Like Aaron Rodgers still ain't got no contract. No talks of a contract.
Brother, the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. If I told you during draft time, Kirk is coming. Kirk is coming. We about to hit that June 1st mark where teams will start to drop some weight off their roster, make room for some other, you know what I'm saying, make for some room for some other additions. Maybe some post June 1 cuts are gonna start happening here soon. But I'm not going into July with that quarterback room. Mason Rudolph, Will Howard. I don't even know the third person's name. Kirk is on the way, bro. He's on the way.
That's a shame.
Mark
That's
my
a
words.
shame. If they had to get Kirk Cousins, that's a shame. I mean, you did all that, didn't draft the quarterback, didn't draft none of the top quarterbacks, didn't do none of that because you was waiting for Aaron Rodgers and he might pull an Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to go to Pittsburgh.
I don't think he's playing football this year.
Yeah, I think if he got to go to Pittsburgh, I don't think he's going to want to play. I think he wanted the Vikings, and the Vikings said, "Nah, we good." The Vikings entertained it for a second, and they was like, "Nah, we good."
I do you one better. I think he would he's probably still holding out his 49er dreams. Like, hey,
just pay Brock 53.
Here's my point. He probably was like, hey, maybe when the new year turned over, and was like, hey, so what y'all feeling about your boy Purdy? Y'all gonna resign? Y'all gonna re-up? What y'all gonna do? And it was like, oh yeah, for sure. Debo, gone. We're not re-signing our players. You're like, all right, well maybe the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to do with your boy JJ? I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? All they did was look at him and say, hey, I can show you better than I can tell you. So once his top 2 picks went gone, and you already burnt your bridge at New York, and they got Justin Fields, he ain't playing this year. He ain't playing this year.
I don't know. I given up on the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're a Steelers fan, hey, good luck to you.
But again, the plan, like we said during our draft coverage too, if your plan is to cash it in this year, that's the best plan that makes sense.
But then why go get DK and pay him that money?
Right, because we know we're gonna let go of George Pickens. That's still a long term.
I don't think the plan was to cash in. The plan was to get Aaron Rodgers. I think the plan is still to get Aaron Rodgers. You let every quarterback walk to get Aaron Rodgers, which is crazy.
In that instance, if you were still getting Aaron Rodgers, I don't give a damn what George Pickens is saying. He's still on my team. Because again, you still got to make it look good for Aaron Rodgers to sign up. If that was the plan, so I don't think that Pickens trades happens with Aaron Rodgers signing off on it.
I think it does. I think the Steelers have shown time and time again they don't want to pay people. So we're not going to pay the young boy.
From the perspective of Aaron Rodgers, I'm saying to still lure Aaron Rodgers to your franchise.
Yeah, but I think even with Aaron Rodgers, they still even if they get Aaron Rodgers, we can't pay George. Like George got a lot of stuff going. They think George got a lot of stuff going on. We're not about to pay him top receiver money. We'll give it to DK. We'll give it to a vet. I ain't gonna give it to the young boy.
Right.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers came into their calculus about George Pickens. I think they just don't. They don't pay young players. They don't do it. They just don't. When they young players they draft get nice, they don't pay. Who have they paid?
I can also tell you a time where Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets and they still had to make it sexy, make it look sexy for him to join that team.
They'll get some vets, but they'll get them some vets.
But
the Jets did that, not the Steelers. Different franchises.
Okay, but that's my point. It's like you still got to do some window dressing to court him. And if you ain't gonna do that, I'm gonna bring my old ragtag bunch to come with me. Your Lazard.
I think if he ain't signed by now, I don't see it happening. I don't see it.
Again, I'm going back to my point that I said during draft time. Kirk is on the way. Is on the way.
That's just as bad. That's just as bad.
At least you get the same product that you got with Russell, you're gonna get with Kirk.
That's not true.
That is true.
Bro,
it is true.
Bro, it's not true.
It is true.
That's not true. That's not true. Atlanta Kirk was trash. Did you see what Atlanta did? Why Atlanta benched him?
And who the hell was Atlanta before that? Man, stop it.
So wait a minute. So Atlanta put a rookie in and almost made the playoffs. They let Kirk in. They was about to be picking with the number 1 pick. That's how bad that team looked.
How many games did Michael Penix play last year?
Huh?
How many games did Michael Penix play last year?
And he played the last 6 or 7 games. He played the last half of the season.
How many games in the season?
16.
What was his record during? What was Michael Penix's record? What do you go like 2-4? at the end of the year?
I don't know.
My point is, bro, like
I saw Kirk throw 4 picks in back-to-back games. I saw that with my own eyes. Back-to-back.
also,
that man threw 12 picks in 3 games. Or 8 picks in 2 games, I meant to say.
but also my point, the picks weren't that outside of Bijan and Algier, outside of their rushing offense, bro. What we talking? We still haven't.
That passing offense look a lot. Kyle Pitts look better. Drake London was doing.
I was just about to go to him. We still haven't got our ROI from Kyle Pitts.
What he was a Pro Bowler this year.
Go from rookie year to last season. You still haven't got that same production from him.
He had no quarterback.
Yeah.
Who has been his quarterback? Who's his quarterback
rookie year?
Matt Ryan that just left.
Say Mariota?
They haven't had no quarterback. Penix is here, but he got a quarterback. He looked good. The offense looked better. I'm just saying that Pittsburgh is going to get Kirk Cousins. All right? That's a problem. That man is a turnover machine. He don't got it no more. That magic that y'all saw in Minnesota is not coming. That's not coming with him. And Kevin O'Connell probably masked a lot of that. Kevin O'Connell did it with Kirk and Sam Darnold.
Mask it, but he still got both of them pays. What do you think is going to happen to J.J. McCarthy? Now, let me spin the block and go back to Kirk.
Yeah, don't
so
stop.
Let me talk about the Steelers. Give me a second. What you do? You go get Caleb. You go get Kenny Gainwell. You got a 1-2 point. Caleb Johnson. The running back.
I thought you said like talking about next year getting Caleb Klubnik. I said, hey, I'm about to cut this pod off. You tripping.
All right. The boys that told you they gave your ass some straightening in them comments about Kane. You better chill out.
Kane Klubnik. Never mind. I ain't got to say
all right, watch it, boy. You know I slap you, boy. You know how they feel about Kane, bro. But hey, you got Caleb Johnson, you got Kenny Gainwell. That's my RBs already. They just read up Pat Freiermuth. You see, to your point, they got DK.
And who else?
How does this differ than what Russell Wilson had last year?
But Russell's a better player right now than Kirk Cousins.
Is he though? But okay,
right. Oh my! Kirk Cousins threw 8. Kenny, count it with me. 8 picks in 2 games. That's 4 picks a game. That man was a turnover machine. Okay. And I might be exaggerating, but he was throwing picks.
I'm talking about the team. I'm talking about.
Okay, you can have great receivers, you can have all of that, but if you throw it to another team, what does it matter?
But to your point, Pittsburgh ain't gonna ask him to do all that. They didn't ask Russell to do a lot.
Atlanta didn't ask him to do that neither. He still did it.
But, hold on, but my point is, the Steelers didn't ask Russell to do a lot. The Steelers didn't ask Justin Fields to do a lot. The same thing is going to happen with Kirk. They're not going to ask him to do that much. We are defense first here.
And what did Atlanta do? Tyler Algier, Bijan, and play good defense. Right. He still threw 8 picks in 2 games.
Right. And that same Michael Penix led team was in a shootout with the Commanders. 30+ on that defense. At the end of the year.
You got like the Commanders at the end of the year want to put 30 on everybody else. Like, come on now. What are we talking about?
And a shootout.
Who didn't put who? That's see.
Come on, Pop. Come on.
Back. We back. He is trying.
Come on, Pop. All right. I'm let the white boys from South Carolina tell you about it.
But no, like think about it though. Michael Penix, just for him being able to go in a shootout with a hot that Commander team at the end of the year, people thought, hey, yo, these jokers might go on a run. They did go on a run. Then they saw y'all.
I also saw a team drop 55 on the head top.
Here go the span stuff. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
I also saw a real championship team drop 55 on their head. But I digress. What I'm saying is that they was in a shootout, meaning that their defense was still porous, bro. They still got gaps in their defense. So it ain't just all Kirk's fault.
They should have kept Russell, like I said. And let me say this again.
How about this?
No. Let me say this. Kirk Cousins threw 8 picks in 2 games. 8, Kenny. You keep talking about the team. It doesn't matter if they have a good team or not. If he throwing picks to the daggum Bengals and the Ravens every game, you ain't gonna win.
That boy was throwing picks to the Bengals.
He threw 4 picks in 8 picks in 4 games in two games. They booed him. They booed him in the Georgia Dome, bro. In Mercedes-Benz.
I still don't have the Falcons being going no further past number 2 or 3 in their division this year.
Falcons are the best. Falcons gonna win the division.
Easy. I don't think so.
Who gonna beat them?
I'm gonna say that for another pod. But I got a sleeper. I got a sleeper in that division.
Okay, you got it. But Tampa Bay can win it again. It's gonna be Tampa Bay or them. It ain't gonna be the Panthers. So it ain't gonna be the Saints neither, because they gotta start. They about to start the 28-year-old.
I was gonna save this take for later, but I can give it to you now.
Who?
I can save this take for you later. Well, I can
tell you. You're saying the Panthers might win the division? Yeah,
I'm going on record. I'm gonna go on record now since you.
And I'm a Panthers fan, and you podding. I ain't got it.
You twisted my arm. The Panthers is my sleeper next year. No question.
Why? What do they have?
I'll give you 2 games. I'll give you 2 games. I give you that Chiefs game towards the end of the year, and I give you the Eagles game towards the end of the year.
When AJ Brown was mad because he wasn't getting the ball, did them get that game? Bro, when y'all tried to force feed AJ Brown and Jalen threw like 2 picks.
But past whatever AJ Brown had going on, reading his book and whatnot on the sideline, even past that, bro, y'all was kicking our tail on the line of scrimmage. Chuba went crazy that game. Or lest we forget.
The Falcons got the quarterback.
And you messed around and got in a shootout with your boy Patty.
The Falcons got the quarterback.
Let me also tell you what the Panthers did. They got my boy Jimmy Horn.
That's cool. They still 2 years away. They still a year or 2 away.
They
still need some more pieces.
I don't think so.
Michael Penix got that. Michael Penix got it. They went and got defense for that team. I'm talking about defensive coach. Another year. He found his quarterback. They got a good running back. I don't
want to take us off topic here, and I know that we got all summer to cover this. But all I'm gonna ask y'all to do for right now, just for some homework, go look at their depth chart. Just go look at that roster just a little bit closer. Don't just look at the name and say, humbug, the Panthers. I see the vision.
Oh, how many gonna win the division? That's like, what are we talking about? Anyway, do you take any stock that Hassan Reddick didn't show up to Tampa Bay's voluntary OTAs?
Yeah.
It's voluntary though. He just signed a contract. He can't be mad already about his contract. He just signed it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Bro, ever since whatever happened in Philly, bro, whatever that was, that boy is suffering from PTSD. I don't know what happened, but something about him and a contract do not go together.
He just signed it in the offseason, though, the 1-year deal with Tampa Bay. We thought they was going to say, all right, you good now. We're going to sign you to a long-term deal. I don't know who giving that boy advice, but it's voluntary OTA, so he might still show up for mandatory.
He's a vet. He's 30 plus.
Because a lot of other guys wasn't there too, though. Like, a lot of other vets wasn't there too, though.
But, like, probably your boy Mike Evans, was he there?
Nah, like a lot of other vets. Dale wasn't there. A lot of them wasn't there. But it's just saying that, Hassan Reddick has a history.
It's not a good look, bro. And that's also the thing, bro, like what you inviting into your locker room. Even coming off this last stint, like, again, going back to his time with the Eagles, that little contract debacle and how he made his way out of that building, ended up with the Jets into a 2 or 3 game holdout. Now you pulling this. Now you even adding more fuel to the fire and not attending OTAs. I gotta believe you for your word now. I gotta, if this is who you want me to believe you to be, guess what, my brother? I believe you. I believe you that you're gonna do things on your own terms. This ain't about the Bucks or the Eagles or the Jets. This is the Hassan Reddick show. If that's what you want to believe, my brother, guess what? I believe you.
Yeah.
So yes, I buy stock in it.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Mandatory OTAs and training camp be here before you know it. So let's get into something that's happening this weekend. My man Caleb Plant and Charlo are both on a fight card fighting this weekend on Amazon Prime. All right. Caleb is fighting Armando. I don't know how to say the cat's name, bro. Zendez.
Let me see his name.
Yeah, that's close. And Charlo is fighting Thomas Lamana. Then you got Karan Davis on this card. I think he's trying to prove. Did he take an L last fight?
Mm-hmm.
Karan did. I know he was up and coming, but I think he took an L. Did he? Yeah, he took 3 L's.
Okay.
That ain't a lot of L's.
That's a lot of L's.
A kind of fight, kind of like let's get back in the ring, let's get our name back out there. Caleb, Mr. I'll slap you in your city. Caleb Plant is back.
The slap heard around the world.
Yeah, Caleb Plant back on the main, fighting with the co-main of Jamal Charlo. Ain't this the one that's been out for a minute, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is a sneaky fight. I don't like the marketing train leading up to this fight.
Yeah, because I didn't know about it until
again, this is another time where they just completely dropped the ball. I don't know how you dropped the ball with Amazon behind you, but here we are. Thank you, PBC. But other than that, they definitely could have done better for that, especially with the long-term ramifications of this card, right? This is both for us, for Charlo and Plant, to kind of, I don't want to say get they warm up, they tune up fight in, but this is definitely implications of, hey, if we both emerge winners, the contracts are going to look better the next go round when we both get in the ring. Because that's all this is that we get on the same card. Huh?
You think they're gonna fight each other?
Yeah. That's the long-term goal. It's for Plant and Charlo to eventually see each other. They lit that match when your boy Plant decided to say what does 5 fingers say to the face back in 2023. They lit that match. So now, of course, it's like, all right, bro, we want you to see y'all settle it. That's the long-term goal of this.
But that man already apologized, though. Like, Charlo apologized to him.
Okay, so we can do business now. Yeah, so we can do business now. That's all that means. Now we can do business.
Let's see. I mean, hey, I'm a check it out because I already got Amazon Prime. Plant, I'm a fan of Caleb Plant. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out live. Might check it out on the rerun. But
the Fire Stick Boys are out. About to say you want to go back to our old segment, buy it or not?
I'm not buying that. We ain't gotta talk about it. Ain't nothing to buy. It's on Amazon Prime for free. If you got Prime, you can watch it.
Everybody say tune in or not?
Nah, I'm done. I ain't gonna watch that one. This ain't it. Next week's fight, I'll be watching that one. I ain't watching this.
It's summertime.
Let's get to the topic, man.
It's summertime, bro. Boxing is back.
Yeah. Let's get to a topic that might be a narrative, might be the truth. But let's talk about it, Kenny. Is Boost ducking?
You're a hater. No, man. No.
Is Gerard Boost Ennis ducking? The Philly fighter. The Philly fighting. Is he out here ducking? Now, let's not say he's never ducked before, because he has ducked the fight.
Who?
Come on, bro. You can't say that Ortiz fight.
But I'm gonna you either gonna tell me or I'm gonna keep being a night owl for the rest of this pod.
Who? What's my man name? He said, I ain't even read the contract for real. That Virgil?
Ortiz?
That Virgil?
Yeah, you talking about Ortiz?
Yeah. Got the contract sent, signed the contract, and said, I ain't even want to do it.
And that hasn't fought since 2022.
Who?
Ortiz hasn't fought since what, 2022, 2023?
He just fought.
What, Majimov? How long ago that fight was?
No, Virgil just fought on a card, on somebody's card.
Which card?
He went on the
No.
He went on the tank card?
No.
Nah, I'm gonna look that up. Virgil just fought.
Right? It's the last time Virgil Ortiz fought. I'll wait.
It don't matter. He signed the contract and backed out, bro. I ain't trying to hit you.
And also, bro, that fell out due to like some weight issues. Ortiz fights at 154, and he admittedly himself said he walks around comfortably at 170, and it's getting hard to make 154. Whereas Boots is just now about to come up to 154. We could have made it happen, but your boy got issues. And it's okay to say my boy got issues. Here's also the thing about ducking. I'm the hot name in the sport right now. Ducking almost becomes synonymous when you're the hottest name in the sport.
Bro, whoa. See? There you go. Saying stuff I can't agree with. Boo's name is not the hottest name in sports. He's not the hottest name in sports, right?
Who else is keeping the lights on?
You got the lightweights keeping the lights on. That's who's keeping the lights on. Even you might not like them guys. You might not think they corny. You might not. They're keeping the lights on right now.
If them boys fought in the middle of New York City,
in the Times Square,
yeah, and people kept on going with their day. People in Times Square just kept walking past that thing like nothing was happening.
Bro, Boots. I mean, but like, you keep telling Boots to wait.
It's tough. I get it. It's tough.
No, you keep telling him to wait and fight and try to unify, and them cats don't want to fight, and then take the fight. Take the name fight.
Bro, if my goal, right, what y'all told me for Boots was when he came into 147, he's beating up scrubs. My boy done got about 28 to 29 fights in, beating up scrubs. That was his rap sheet. Then the name started to pick up. And then Crawford vacated, and then he got the email champion label. Oh, so y'all still don't think I'm a champion. So guess what? I'm going to go take a belt since y'all don't think I'm a champion.
Bro, this dude.
And he stopped a champion. I'm talking about Stanionis. That was his last time we saw him in the ring, which was
Stanionis is 15-0, Kenny. 15-0.
A few fight. Was he a champion or not?
He's 15. Come on, bro. Like, I don't want to hit the championships because some of these champions don't really mean that. They ain't fighting nobody. My man is 15-0.
Y'all gave me about T. Y'all about to give me about T.O.
But T.O. ain't fighting nobody. But T.O. has fight somebody. He done fought multiple good guys.
And lost to who?
He lost to Cambosa on a bad night.
Oh no, not Cambosa. not keep a fight Cambosa.
But he beat Lomachenko, right? He beat. I don't got his boxing history right in front of me.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Boots. Staniotis 15-0. This other dude 24-2. David Asanya 30-4. Roman Villa 26-1. 21-1. Another. He fought that Karen Chutney dude twice. He fought a scrub twice.
Beat him twice too. And he dropped him in that second fight too.
All I'm saying is, like, if the guys that hold the other belts don't want to fight, then maybe it's time to go fight somebody with a name and get your name really out there.
Barrios is out here bag chasing, trying to fight a 50-year-old.
Ain't no bag chasing. He got it. Ain't no bag chasing. That's hate. That man got it. That man is fighting Pacquiao on July 19th.
I'm going to go fight Pacquiao and go get this bag. All right. I'll give respect to Ed's point. I'm gonna go get this bag and go fight Pacquiao. 50-year-old ass Pacquiao. All right, for sure. Your boy Brian.
I'm about to get $5 million for it, but it's cool. $5-6 million for
it. All right, then once you get done with him, all right, let's run it.
He's not though.
You're not because you done got your ass whooped already on pay-per-view already. Twice.
Okay, so I'm not denying that they should come back.
Hold on, let's go to Brian Norman. You out here still fighting you still over here fighting the mandatories. So
you're making my point.
And I sent you the contract, so what's up?
You're making my point.
But my thing is, all right, which one to go to 154? I go to 154. We couldn't make the fight happen between me and Ortiz. I can still make a fight happen at 154. But I'm still a hot name. Who am I running from?
Your name is cooling off. Your name ain't as hot as it was. And we can both agree on that. His name is not as hot as it was. His name is not as hot as it was 3 years ago.
How is it not as hot as it was when I just became
because the cats that were there and he was a young up and comer left. His name was just as good as the cats that were there. When Earl, Terrence, Sean, Danny was all still around, it was like, oh, but Boots, the boogeyman, he coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? The young boy coming. Now that they had left, he got to carry the division on his own. His name not there yet.
Hey.
And I'll say this, like I told you before, Earl had a little bit of a name like Boots had, like a name in the boxing circle, and other people knew Earl. Like, okay, Earl Smith, yeah, I heard about him. He kind of nice. Went over and fought Kell Brook. Yeah, that's cool. Had a whole championship. He fought Mickey in Jerry World. And he beat up on Mickey, even though Mickey was coming up. Mickey had name. Mickey was a champion, 2-division champion, actually. He came up from super light or junior welter and was moving up. Even though Earl beat the shit out of that boy, belt the ass, that catapulted Earl's name to a level where jokers couldn't ignore him no more. And after that, he went championship. Sometimes you got to fight somebody that has either somewhat of a name just like you or a little bit more, even if that means, say, like take T.O. I'm going to take T.O. That's the one that said he threw a contract out there, whether it's true or not. You fight T.O. at welter. Give him the opportunity for the belt. But say we fighting in Philly, yo. Still, Earl still had him come to Dallas and fight him. You still got to come to Philly and fight me.
No question.
Philly versus New York, gonna sell. Gonna sell. Now you like, okay, yeah, I heard of Boots, man, but is he like that for real? T.O. up, you know what I'm saying? We seen what T.O. can do. He looked good his last fight. Now, even if he beat the shit out of him, you're still talking about a guy. Now that kind of can make your name go up like, oh man. And it probably, because the way T.O. gonna talk, it's gonna sell. It's New York versus Philly. It's gonna sell in Philly. Or you can put it at Barclays if you want to. I wouldn't put it in MSG because that's T.O. ground.
We can go halfway. We can link up in Atlantic City. That's fine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I see Boots have to do what Earl did because they were ducking. Earl had to sit for 2 years waiting to fight them jokers. He was fighting mandatory after mandatory. He fought Lamont Peterson. He was fighting all kind of jokers.
Right.
And then eventually, Mickey Garcia said, yo, I'm trying to move up. I want to fight. Earl did not have to take that fight. He's an IBF champion. He was known in boxing circles, known a little bit. But when he fought Mickey and beat the shit out of Mickey, people was like, oh, on the pay-per-view, sold the fight, sold out Jerry World on the pay-per-view. People was like, oh, this man, hey, yo, what's up? What's up, Danny? What's up, Sean? What's up, guys? What's up? Why y'all want to fight this man? Y'all scared? Sometimes you got to put pressure on jokers. And I think if you do that, if you go out there and beat the shit out of T.O., now Barrios got to come see you after Pacquiao. Ain't no choice. Now you change the narrative from paper champion, oh, I'm picking my opponents. Oh, you really the boogeyman. They ducking you. Like David Benavidez.
I can give you the comparison between him and Spence because they kind of had the same kind of storyline when it comes to 147. When they stepped into 147,
They didn't
they're
fight no other weight classes neither. They just
about to
they
say
came straight welter.
they jumped in the water at 147. You know what I'm saying? So, but on their climb, right, there was already guys there. So for the Spence, no, excuse me, yeah, for the Spence era, Floyd was still around. You know what I'm saying?
Mosley was still around.
You know what I'm saying? There was guys that was still around.
Canelo was still dibbling, dabbling at super welter and welter.
You know, probably didn't make it to the Triple G fights just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was on his way to like the Triple G fight saga.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. So same thing with Boots, Spence, Crawford. These are all names that we knew, you know what I'm saying, that was still hanging around at 147, but that was
fighting each other too at that time when he came up.
But this happened on the time when he was still on the come up.
Yeah, they was fighting each other, so it's kind of hard.
I can't control that y'all don't want to give me a fight when I'm still trying to prove my name out here. But again, same way, like when Spence pull up, Boots pull up, Ford Taurus pull up, everybody run. Either people jumping out their division, going up in weight, or folks start retiring. They got other career goals.
I think if Spence was still the champion, him and Boots would have fought already. Boots would have got his title shot. If Spence was still around and Spence beat Crawford, I think it's no question. Spence might have went and got that Canelo bag, but he would have came back and saw Boots. I don't think Crawford's gonna come back and see Boots after Canelo. I think he's gonna say at 154. I don't think he's coming back to see Boots.
No, he did what he had to do there already.
Or put the chips on the bag. Say I ain't gonna unify. Let's go make another division champion. Go fight Sebastian Fedor. Go fight that big motherfucker and beat him, bro. Like
that's what I was saying. Again. And if we're talking about staying at 147, that's already an issue for Boots too. Why are we talking about weight?
That's what I'm saying. He got to change it. Unifying might not be in the cards. Barrios took a lot of L's early because the team was messing him up. I'm not mad at Barrios saying, yo, I'm only taking L's for bags.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm done here.
Yeah. And the way he fight, you know, like he getting to the point, he getting older, he can't fight 3-4 times because the way he fights is nasty. You know what I'm saying? He's a Mexican fighter. He's a true Mexican fighter. Like he can't fight 3-4 times a year.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Boots need to go up to 154 and go take a belt. Then go take one. That's what Earl was about to do. They said bullcrap. He said he was about to move up and go fight Harrison. Or go fight J Rock or one of them boys.
Mm-hmm.
All reason why he didn't move up because your boy Charlo was up there. That's the only reason why Smith didn't move up to 154.
So you either do that, right? You either take that route of moving up, you know what I'm saying, go claim another belt because 147 ain't working out, or I take a resume builder. Because at this point, that's all T.O. is going to be. It's going to be a resume builder. Not in no shade to T.O. because, like you said, he is a champion. All right. Whatever, you know.
Other side, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other, yeah.
And out of that lightweight division, that's the one that can really give you still some credit. I don't think you get no credit for beating up Devin. You don't get no credit for beating up Rolly.
Yeah.
You don't get no credit for beating up Garcia. You don't really get no credit. Tank ain't moving up that far.
He ain't going nowhere. Yeah. 110%. I couldn't agree with you more. Out of that crop, T.O.'s gonna be the most respectable fight you gonna want. So again, out of the ring stuff, yuck. But as far as in the ring, talent for talent, T.O. is a damn good fighter. As my boy Ant mentioned, when he into it, when he all there.
I personally think he'll give Boots a challenge. I don't think Boots wins kind of comfortably, but I don't know comfortably. I think if T.O. can gain the weight and still keep his speed, I don't think it's like no slouch of a fight neither. Because T.O. will probably be the best boxer, best fighter Boots' fought his whole career. I don't think nobody else. I think he handles. The fun thing about it, always I said he can fight T.O. I think T.O. gets Barrios out of here. I think T.O. gets Norman out of here. So basically, am I fighting the guy that if he fights the other ones, we could just be going undisputed ourselves?
But see, that's also my point too. It's like the same way Spence would treat Crawford like, hey bro, you got to go make a round first before you come see me.
Spence was fighting bigger names too.
Yeah, but that's also why at the same time I'm fighting Danny, I'm fighting Ugas, I'm fighting these cats too.
Yeah, I was about to fight Pacquiao.
Yeah, talk about it. So to your point, if I'm gonna run the 154, or if I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, try to make something happen at 147, you got to go make a round two before we set that up.
I just think you don't have. It's harder for Boots to say what he, because if you want to say 147, you're basically about to be fighting mandatories and some jokers that ain't like that.
Oh yeah, he got a mandatory schedule right now.
So it's like, how much longer I'm gonna wait on these guys, and it's really not helping my name. Each time you fight a mandatory, your name kind of is dropping. It's dropping. Like, you're not as hot as you was 3 years ago. I'm sorry. 3 years ago, people talking about, yeah, you can main event a pay-per-view. Now, bruh, like, are you really selling when we fighting for free? He needs something to get his name back up there, like he that guy, like how his Philly partner, Cool Boy.
Yeah.
Cool Boy had to fight some mandatories. He went back and ran it back with old boy that he had to fight of the year with because he had to get his name back right. I'm taking that L to the dude out there. What's his name? Not India. What's his name? Anyway, yeah. Which I think he said that he gonna get a couple more fights. And he said like he getting older, but he said he will run it back with him. Which I think Cool Boy should run it back. Me personally, that's the only L you took. You at least got to try again, right?
I mean, clean your face for sure. You got to clean your face. So,
like, you at least can go out and say, "Hey, I lost against the best joker in the division. I beat everybody else's ass and lost to the best guy."
Yeah,
twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no knocking that. You know what I'm saying? I ran it back with old boy that got the belts when I left. Whooped his ass again.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm like, yo, Boosting's in the contract to Sebastian, bro. If he beat Tim Tszyu, go in that ring. Let's make that fight happen at 154. Let me take that belt too. Thank you.
Agreed.
Then look at Charlo and be like, I'm here. What's up?
All right.
Because the other twin at 154 looking real. He ain't fought since Canelo. So what's up with you? You still undisputed. What's up?
Shaky. But because the youngins are coming anyway, right? Like, so we're not only just speaking about T.O. coming from 140 to 147. They're all coming. Haynes coming to 147. Garcia probably gonna make his way up to 147 at some point. They're all making their way back up. They just gonna keep continuing the cycle of trashing every division ever since they left 135. That's just gonna be the continued cycle. So if you just want to let them have it, let them have it. And go make your, you know what I'm saying, go make your bones at 154. But if there's any time you want to do it to kind of light a spark again in the sport, that'll be the best. That'll be my only agreement to your argument.
Or, yeah, I'm saying, don't like say, hey, 147 ain't gonna work out. Some things in life don't work out. Trust me, this year has showed me that some things you plan in life do not work out like you planned it, right? 147 was the plan. Guys got out. Yep. Big fish left. Terrence bag chasing.
Change the scope. Change the
Danny let it go. Sean let it go. Ugas let it go. All like the jokers that was in the heyday that really brought back boxing back to like its prime left. So 147 might not be it. You might have to go to 154. You might have to go to middleweight. Like, you might just have to live with being a 3 or 4-time division champion. Because if Barrios and Norman not gonna fight you, then you're gonna be sitting there fighting ducks, and then when it does happen, nobody's gonna care. Yep. Go to one, fight T.O., whoop his ass. Then Barrios you try to fight? Nah. All right, talk shit about him. Then go to 154, get Sebastian. Go to 154, see if Charlo gonna do it, or if Crawford moved back to, I'm saying I moved up again. Then I can talk real jump to Crawford like, bro, I moved up to another division. You still ducking. So what's up?
Again, but Tito is just so damn yucky right now. But I understand where you're coming from. It's like, you are still very much in your prime too. So
you don't want to wait 5 years and be out of your prime, and now everybody want to fight.
And to your point, I don't want to wait 5 years just fight mandatory. Just hope on the wing and the prayer that I'm gonna get that one fight, or I'm gonna get my guy. If a quality challenger comes along the way and it ain't how you truly envision your career to go, if that is in case TL, or if that is in case a Devin Haney who decided to jump to 147, hey, again, all it is a resume plus. We're gonna get back to scheduled programming, but hey, in the meantime, we're gonna sell this fight. And I'm gonna do good, because I think I still got boots whooping both their asses. But damn sure Devin Haney.
Yeah. And then it's like at this time, at some point, you're going to have to fight some jokers whether good, bad, and different and got a little bit of name. So you can start making a bag, bro. I know you're making good money, but you ain't like, you see what these other jokers making, and you're like, man, I'm better than these cats. Like,
Put on a better
let's elevate your name where you are one of the American faces of boxing, way up there with the Tanks and stuff like that. Right now, you know, in a lot of boxing circles, I would never take that away from you. You know, in a lot of boxing circles. But as far as the masses, they're not hearing you like they were before.
Well, I mean, that's also the sport of boxing too. Like, nobody has really like shattered that glass ceiling since outside of the ilk of like, I don't even know if Tank got that much of a draw nowhere after that last damn fight. But
Tank, that fight about to go up. When they run that back,
yeah,
that's gonna sell, because Tank now Tank is in that. He done had his Cotto fight or his Mosley fight or his the fight that was like
yes.
Did he win?
That's that Mayweather Madonna fight.
Like it's kind of like, hey,
you gotta run that back. Hey, you better go.
For the past 5 years, Tank looked unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
Lamont Roach came up, moved up. You forget he's a champion.
Mm-hmm.
And I still got him winning that fight. I think that was a knockdown. But that's here, no there. The ref did what the ref did. But like, Tank got showing some chink in his armor. So now Tank done moving to that next ilk of people just want to see him lose.
Yeah, there's blood in the water. There's blood in the water now. So now how do you respond? Which, to your point, that thing is going to sell. It's going to sell like a big dog. But outside of those two, the same two, Canelo, Tank, nobody's really breaking that glass ceiling. Who's going to be that next superstar in boxing? And it's right there for the damn taking. So if that's a TO fight, then do it, bro. Do it, bro. At this point, I just want to see two people that I know get in the ring together.
Yeah.
And that's like pulling teeth nowadays. So just do it, bro. If that's what it comes down to, if that's going to reignite this damn sport, then do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So yeah, we'll see what happened, man. You know, shout out to Caleb and them fighting this weekend on Prime. If you got time this weekend or you're at the house, I'm saying turn on Prime, man. Sport boxing, man. Sport.
Boxing ain't dead, bro. Summer's here. It's up. We got a nice lineup rolling in from May all the way to August. It's back up. The trap is back open. So let's get boxing back where it should be, bro. Let's do it.
Yep. So you know where to catch us right here on YouTube every Thursday or Friday. You know what I'm saying? We'll drop when we coming up, but most time it's gonna be Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. right here on YouTube, live, talking sports topics. IDK Sports Pod, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Like always, I'm Anthony. This is my main man Kenny. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that rock with us this Friday evening. Hope y'all have a great weekend. And until next time,
what's happening?
Holla.